Hello guys, my name is Shermaine Weiner and I am the founder of Love by Emma skincare line. And joining me today on my podcast, I have the co-founder. Some people know him as Jesus. Some people know him as Jesus of Nazareth. I call him Father. Okay, that being said, you guys, I was seen by over 100 dermatologists. So you're saying, Shermaine, you were seen by over 100 dermatologists? Yes, guys. So you know I had to talk about it. A lot of nonsense went on. First of all, I want to put a disclaimer out there, okay, guys? I'm not opposed to anyone seeing the dermatologist. My husband is a gastroenterologist. Up until this whole nonsense, I was enrolled in nursing school. I am a medical assistant / gastroenterologist. Okay, let's put that out there, okay? I love doctors, okay? Yes, right, Jesus? We love doctors. We love doctors, okay? Without doctors, this world will not function. So let me put it out there like that. That being said, doctors couldn't help me. I was seen by over 100 dermatologists. You guys, a lot of nonsense. I was told a lot of nonsense about my skin conditions and what I had. Just a lot of crazy nonsense. So I had to start this podcast, okay? Get your favorite chai tea or your favorite cup of coffee. You guys, I love Cafe Bustelo. I'm also a coffee snob out there, so sorry, coffee lovers. Cafe Bustelo is amazing. So grab yourself a cup of coffee. Get your pen and paper. Let's journal together. Let's exchange notes, okay? For those of you who have skin conditions, let's talk about our journey with skincare and what we've gone through. You guys, this podcast is for everyone, okay? It's for those who love skincare like myself. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are curious about skincare, welcome to my channel. For those of you who have eczema, psoriasis, all different types of inflammation, dermatitis, welcome to my channel. You guys are going to learn so much because I've been through so much. This podcast is going to be rich with a lot of notes and a lot of knowledge. I'm going to be dropping bombs of knowledge and wisdom. So grab your pen and paper. Let's take notes. I'm also going to be sharing recipes in terms of how to eat better. For those of you who don't know, I am a curry chef. So I love cooking curries. And I believe one of the most challenging curries to cook are Indian curries because they have so many herbs and spices. If you add too much of this, add too much of that, your curries can come out bitter. And God allowed me to use my technique of cooking Indian curries in particular to make my Love by Emma soaps, which are concentrated with a lot of organic ingredients. I'll save you the schmear or the lecture until the next video. Okay, guys. So this is part one. This is the intro. I am 44 years old. I'm married to a gastroenterologist. I have a daughter. Her name is Emma. She's 11 years old now. The company was inspired by Emma because I had no intentions of making this for the general public. You guys, I have a very interesting story. So, for those of you who suffer from chronic acne, I'm not sure if this is going to be familiar to you, but for years, you guys, I walked with my head down. I never looked at anyone. So constantly I was walking with my head down. I never looked at anyone. And I also grew up in Brownsville, guys. So do or die. I'm not from Bed-Stuy, but I'm from Brownsville. So I don't know. I'll constantly keep looking down. You know, don't look at me type of thing in the hood. So anyways, I was constantly looking down. So what happened was I had made the product and my skin was clear. I was constantly giving the products out to friends and family. Anyone that I saw that had any type of particular skin issues, I would give it to them and they would try it. You guys, I'm not even kidding you. I would see instant results within 24 hours, you guys. Their skin will be glowing and I would be like, this is very interesting. Not really entertaining the idea of starting a skincare line. I'm like, okay, whatever. Let me try the next person. So I would try the next person, my next friends, my next family member. and I would see that their skin was healing. It was clearing up. And I was like, oh, wow, that's great. Good for them and great for me. And then God began to, Jesus, I love you. What do you love about me? Jesus began to speak to me during the middle of the night. For those of you who are a believer in Christ, usually if you're busy throughout the day, you can never hear the voice of God because you're so busy. So what he would do, he would wake me up during the middle of the night, and he would gently just nudge on me and say, Shermaine, you need to start selling your product. People are waiting. And I would be like, what? I ain't hearing you. Let me go back to sleep. He started to do this weekly, and then I was just like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, this is a lot of work. For those of you who don't know, my soaps are not your typical cute soaps that you're seeing on the market right there. Whether you're black, white, Italian, Hispanic, think about, because I'm a chef, everything is going to circle back to cooking. Think about that one particular dish that is very hard to cook for the holiday. You usually cook it for the holiday. I was about to say for the holidays. It's really hard to make. For the African, maybe it's jollof rice, or some for the Puerto Rican, maybe it's pernil or arroz gandules or pasteles. Yeah, pasteles. That's hard to make. For the Caribbean people, maybe for Guyanese people, maybe it's let me see what I could think about for Guyanese people. Maybe it's pepper pot. That's a labor-intensive dish. It takes skills to make that. Not everyone pepper pot tastes good. Oh my God, don't give me a bad pepper pot because I will spit it out. For the Italians, maybe it's a good meatball. Not everyone meatball tastes good. I want to say that. I don't care if you're Italian. Not every Italian can make good meatballs. That being said, let me see. Polish. My husband is Polish. So not everyone pierogies taste good. I don't care if you were born in Poland. This is an art. This is a skill to make pierogies. Kimchi. Kimchi. Not everyone kimchi tastes good. I don't care if you're Korean. I had some really bad kimchi, and I had some really good kimchi. Okay, guys? So that's an art. It's a skill. Who else did I miss? I know I'm probably missing a lot of ethnicity and cultures. Greek. Greek. Okay, so not everyone knows how to make spanakoptas. Yes, spanakoptas. I've tried some really bad ones that are really horrible, and I tried some really good ones. And I asked that person, what is your key ingredient, the secret of making it? Because I was like, wow, this is really hitting different. She said it took her 2 days to make it. And I was like, wow, 2 days to make this? She was like, yep, 2 days. And she is Greek, born and raised in Greek. Let me see who else. I believe I'm missing someone else. Indian. So Indian curries. Okay. So Indian curries are very hard to make. Oh my God. Oh God. I'm just thinking about this. Okay, guys. So where I live in Long Island City, there's various Indian restaurants. I live in New York. I'm a big critic of food, okay, guys, especially with curries. Like, don't give me a watered down bland curry. It's just not going to work. So I ventured out into several stores, restaurants in the city and here in Long Island City, and not everyone Indian dal tastes good, okay? I'm sorry, even if you're born and raised in India, not everyone can make a good dal, okay? It takes craft, it takes skills, it takes knowing your spices and your herbs, knowing when to add things in, when not to add it, and how much to add, back and forth with all cultures and all dishes. That's exactly how I created Love by Emma. It was handcrafted by certain spices, herbs, vegetable fruits, all concentrated. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. So I just, thank you, Jesus. Jesus just reminded me that I went off topic. Okay. Thank you for the reminder, God. I heard you're welcome. Okay. So the thing is, God began to speak with me, and he began to show me. He was like, okay. He was like, don't say no yet. What I want you to do is start looking at people and look at their skin. So I was like, very interesting. So what I started to do, guys, and this was so easy because everyone are on their cell phones, okay? Everyone is looking down. And I noticed that in 2025, guys, people of all ethnicity, white people, black people, Indian people, Chinese, everybody I was seeing that God was showing me have bad skin. I was like, what is happening here? I would see that some Korean, some Asian people have big boils on their skin. I was noticing that black people have like a lot of black spots and dark spots and discolorations. I was noticing that a lot of Caucasian people had a lot of wrinkles and rosacea. I was noticing that a lot of Indian people had like the big boils and puckers on their skin. I was like, what is going on? And God was like, are you ready? And I was like, not really. God was like, keep looking. And the more I began to look, because it was so easy. Thank you guys. Everybody's on their cell phone. I began to see a lot of people with a lot of bad skin conditions. So there you have it. That's how Love by Emma was formed. That's how it was birthed. It was birthed through me just trying to help myself. I had no intentions of selling this thing, you guys. But Love by Emma really is God sent. His love to you. I was about to say my love to you, but really I got to be honest, because I got the big guy here with me. It was really Jesus that encouraged me to start selling this, because let me tell you guys, baby, if it was all up to me, I would have kept all of this a secret only in my house. I had no intentions on going out and sharing it with you all, only because it's very labor intensive. And that's the same reason why certain dishes and certain ethnicities are only cooked on the holidays, because ain't nobody cooking all this type of food every day. It's just too much work. So there you have it. That's the intro. Let's go on to part 2. All right, guys, see you at the next one. Let's go.